Next time you're mid-conversation and you think, oh, I don't know what to say. You look really gorgeous, by the way.
Thank you?
Then use the last word rule. Before you ask the next question and potentially ruin your opportunity with that girl, you need to realise that you aren't actually listening to the other person while they speak. What do I say next? What's my next question? Oh, I don't know what to say. Because you're constantly trying to think one step ahead instead of being present. So to help you with this, I like to use the last word rule. So how do you usually spend your weekends? Which is where you take the last meaningful word or phrase they said.
Well, I've been doing a lot of yoga recently. Oh, yoga.
Repeat it just once to show you're listening.
Nice. What got you into that?
And use it to form your next question or comment.
It's been a great way for me to try and reduce my stress at work.
The best tip for this is to look for key words like work and stress. Well, if it helps with stress at work, then I'm going to have to try yoga sometime.
Well, you should come next time.
This simple rule allows you to stay fully present in any conversation, as you're only looking for key words in their sentences instead of getting ahead and planning what to say next.
Oh, I'd love to come with you one day. We could definitely do something.
So now that you know how to improve your active listening, there are 5 more components you need to know to master the art of small talk. Starting with better responses, and for this one, use the 2-for-1 rule. We've all been there. Someone asks,
"How was your weekend?"
And the response is usually,
"Yeah, good thanks. How was yours?"
Now there's nothing wrong with this, but the conversation quickly dies as it's so boring.
So instead, use the 2-for-1 rule,
where you add a specific detail about your own experience and follow it with a question that isn't just the generic, "How was yours?" For example,
"Oh, my weekend was good thanks. We went to this insane new burger place that's just opened up in the area."
And then add a fun question.
"Have you been?" "What? No, I haven't been. We should so go."
Notice what's happening here. You're doing 2 things at once. You're sharing a mini story and creating a natural conversation hook for the other person.
The key here is to make your details specific and interesting. For example,
it could be a meal you tried.
"We tried this crazy ramen place. It was insane. We should go there."
Or an event you went to.
"I went to like a live jazz show for the first time."
A hobby you did.
"I spent the weekend basically just painting. We were painting the whole house."
Or even something unusual at work.
"We had a wild day at work yesterday. It was insane."
But here's something most people overlook. Communication isn't just about words. It's also about the energy you bring to a conversation. Which brings us to the next technique, number 3, mirroring. No, not like that. You feel the most comfortable when you're with somebody who matches your energy.
"Oh my god, I need to tell you what happened last week. You'll go crazy." "What happened?"
Because most of the time, it's not actually what you say. It's how you say it.
"What happened? Tell me. Go."
You see how much energy the other person just got from a more excited response. Now, I'm not saying this means you have to put on a fake persona or be somebody you're not. You may be different people with completely different interests.
Mate, even I'm not interested in golf, but I know exactly what you mean by that.
But you can still be really compatible with them. For example, if their vibe is a little low and quiet.
"I've just been feeling a bit down about things lately." "I understand. Talk to me about it."
Then slow yourself down because the other person will feel safer with you. If they're feeling fun and jokey.
"I just got my dream job with my dream company."
Then add more energy in your tone because the other person will feel more validated as you're feeling their vibe. And if they're relaxed and calm.
"Do you believe everything happens for a reason?" "Yeah, I do."
Ease into the same vibe as the other person. They'll feel more understood and comfortable around you. Now this is where your mindset becomes key. Because number 4, think of your conversations like a game of tennis. And if you learn to rally, then people actually enjoy talking to you. I'm going to use my girlfriend's questionable tennis skills as an example of this. In tennis, the goal is to return the ball to the other person, not hog it on your side of the court. So when talking to somebody, don't spend all the time hogging the spotlight talking about yourself, as it's not very fun for the other person. Instead, you want to hit the ball back over the net and help set up the other person as best as possible. In the same way that you would keep the conversation going by asking the other person a good question. For example,
"What do you normally get up to on the weekend?"
It's much easier to return that response,
"Not much, to be honest,"
than it is this response. The other person has hit a bad shot and made it really difficult for you to actually keep the rally going. And that's okay. Just like a conversation, it has to end at some point, and sometimes it's not you who's responsible for that. So your goal here is to find the sweet spot where the conversation feels natural, relaxed, and engaging for both people. However, if you ever find yourself struggling to think of what to say next, then don't worry, because number 5, that's exactly why creating safety conversation starters are so useful. On the screen is a variety of different topics to choose from that you can store on your phone or in your mind next time you have no idea what to say. These are safe and simple topics that you can talk to anyone about, but the magic is if you say them correctly, they don't just get a one-word answer. So, for example, don't say,
"So, did you have a good weekend?"
as this usually gets,
"Yeah, fine."
Instead try,
So what was the highlight of your weekend then?
Oh, well, on Saturday I went out for dinner with my friend.
because you just asked an open-ended question, which is simply a question that can't be just answered with a one-word response.
Nice, that sounds great. What are you most looking forward to that's coming up soon? You got anything planned?
Oh, I've got a holiday in 2 weeks.
And the beauty of this is that it doesn't matter who you're talking to, you'll always have a way to keep things flowing. And number 6, finally, change your perspective. You must learn to be comfortable with natural, short silences.
What underwear are you wearing today? What?
Because if you're not, then that's when you're usually going to panic and say something out of the ordinary and regret it.
Sorry, I meant to say what hardware are you running on your iPhone today? What type of question is that?
Remember, having silences doesn't mean the conversation is bad. It can actually be the best part of the conversation, and let me prove to you why. Think about when you're with someone you love. You don't feel the need to perform around them, so you feel completely comfortable saying absolutely nothing. That same comfort can exist in new conversations if you stop labelling silence as awkward. Instead, it's comfortable silence, not an awkward one. And when you view it like this, the awkwardness and fear of any silence whatsoever goes away, and all of a sudden, talking to them feels so much more natural. So you've got this. Let me know which point helped you the most. Thank you. Go and talk to some people. You've got this.